I know in elementary and junior high, but when you got to high school, I know you was a little more abreast of what was going on in your surroundings. How did you hit any type of feeling when you going to school with people feeling like his dad might don't be the typical dude that got a IBM company or construction company?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I picked that up even in elementary because so even though I went to a all black, we went from pre-K to 8th grade.
Okay.
So elementary and junior high was the same,
okay.
right?
Okay.
But even early on, even in that, those people still came from solid middle class black families, working, class families. Because still to be able to afford to send your kid to Catholic school, you had to be making some kind of money. But first of all, my parents was always younger than everybody else's parents, right? My father had all kind of, you can think when I'm in kindergarten, my father 23, 22, 23, different car every day, kind of thing.
Right.
So that I always was different from my classmates, my whole school experience anyway. So people, we would have conversations in class going through the different grades of elementary, like what did your parents do, or show and tell and things like that. So these kind of things would come up, and then it's things that I didn't have context for that as I got older, I got context for when, even like when my father got locked up and it was all on the news and my principal pulled me in the office and said, I saw the news. You see a dude on the news that you see come here to get his son. But they probably already knew. Like, there's no way you was this young guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? He a Porsche or Benz or Jaguar or like Range Rover. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you jumping out Porsche and Jag. You in the second grade.
Yeah.
You running, speeding to the building, getting there,
exactly.
Jag and a Porsche.
You know what I mean? And this young guy, and he's like, that's your dad. I remember I remember teachers saying, is that your big brother? Like, because again, my counterparts, their parents, were leaving government jobs and things like that to come pick them up, right? But by the time I get to high school, I'm 14, right? I'm from the, we DC, the murder capital of the United States, and I'm coming in this environment where my classmates are the sons of congressmen and CEOs of Marriott and all these different things. They my classmates. Big John Studd, the wrestler, his son was my classmate, and I'm talking to him about my father at that point doing life in prison. He in Long Park, California, on the other side of the country. Like, they don't have no basis for that. My friends getting shot. We getting shot at. They don't have no basis for that. My mother in St. Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm having a conversation about what's going on in my world, it's like totally something they can't even wrap their mind around.
Right, and that's deep. You say your mom in St. Elizabeth. That's
out the park, niggas know me.